All right, Kevin, bring us up to speed, because I mean, I know at RACER I get a lot of emails every week. Hey, what's the latest on Kevin Swindell? How's he doing? And before we get to your girlfriend Jordan talking about your progress there, just give people an update on how you're doing and what you've been doing for the last 2 months.
It's been good so far. You know, I was in, they got me from Des Moines to Louisville here, and was an inpatient for a little while, and you know, now we have an apartment here while I do the therapy, which has been going pretty good. We just finished the first month of that, so do a you know, new evals and stuff Monday and Tuesday to kind of see where exactly the progress is at, but it's been pretty good so far. You know, been able to get some movement back in places and get some feeling back, so just kind of keep plugging along.
I talked to your dad the other day, and he was really excited. He goes, you know, you have feeling in the tops of your legs and stuff. So for only 2 months out, that sounds encouraging as hell. Are they pretty much, do they try and downplay that at the therapy center, or are they like pretty encouraged that you've made this much progress already?
They kind of downplay by the girl I have. She's pretty tough, so she's not one to jump on the encouragement train too much. She's pretty tough on us, and you know, trying to keep me going and moving forward. But you know, it seems like that's something that's big. You know, the things you look at, and when people talk about you know, where they were at or whatnot. But I'm pretty much the earliest from injury they've had in kind of this program, so they're learning with me a little bit. But you know, to be this soon, and you know, for them to tell you it's 6 or so months for just the swelling and things to go down, you know, to be 2 months in and already have a good bit back is pretty encouraging.
Do you think, besides having your pretty girlfriend Jordan with you every day, which certainly helps your attitude, is your attitude, your dad said your attitude's been really good. I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah, it's tough at times. You know, it obviously sucks to go from, you know, the way you live your life to completely different, but you know, it's part of it, and dealing with it, and just kind of look forward and plan on what you're going to be able to do when you get back. And you know, it doesn't shut your life off by any means. It just puts a little kink in it. So you know, learning what exactly you got to do when you go to dinner out somewhere, and how to get a wheelchair into places, but it's not too bad.
But you just showed me a little while ago in moving your legs and stuff. I mean, there have been cases of people making it all the way back. I mean, I think that's what your goal is, probably to drive a race car again as fast as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'd love to get back and stuff. I mean, it's you know, as well as work on trying to make these things safer and everything we can do to prevent this happening to anybody else. And you know, definitely would want to see anybody else have to go through this. But you know, I look forward to getting back in something, and especially just driving anything right now would make me, you know, a lot happier. But
Jordan, a good enough driver? Does she scare you?
It drives me crazy most of the time. I'm used to being the only one that drives. She never really drove much, so you know, letting somebody else. I'm kind of a control freak in at least the driving aspect of things, so that's not a lot of fun to me.
Kid, when the crash happened, did you know immediately how bad? Did you immediately tell people, hey, I can't feel anything, or was it just knees down, or?
Yeah, no, I landed and I said I can't feel my legs. Like it immediately went fuzzy from my waist down. And you know, as soon as I was in the air, and I could think, man, I hadn't hit in a little bit. However I land, this is gonna hurt. And as soon as I landed, it just kind of was like one of those just fuzzy, dull, you know, things. And I knew when the first guy got there, I can't feel my legs. And, you know, so we went about the process of getting me out from there, you know.
If it hadn't hit, you know, I was talking to your dad, if it hitting flat, I mean, you've had harder crashes that you walked away from.
Oh, yeah.
It was just that horrible straight flat impact probably that did the damage.
Yeah, I mean, it landed so square and so flat on, you know, on the bars that, you know, between the torque tube coming up and hitting me, and then just the shock coming through the chassis, you know, is what, you know, broke everything. But, you know, basically in two places, your spine, you know, bends up at the top and down at the bottom, and has that roll in it, and that's both places where I broke, basically.
There's two places we talked earlier, Atlanta and Louisville, are two of the best places to come. Is there a doctor that you talked to that said, look, I'm a race driver, Give me a prognosis. I've made great strides in 2 months. Does he give you any idea of what might be realistic?
Nobody really gives you, much of this is what's going to happen, or in this amount of time, in this. It's just a big waiting game of kind of when the swelling goes down and what wakes up and what doesn't. And, there's a lot of stuff that they can help with and they can strengthen and they can teach. And there's some stuff that you just gotta wait out and hope it shows back up. And, luckily so far it seems like we've had a lot of stuff wake up early on. So hopefully it just keeps going.
Kevin, tell us your routine, like Monday through Friday with your therapy.
It's get in there at 1 o'clock, every day, Monday to Friday. They hook up little pads with electrodes basically on them, and that stands me up. I stand up in kind of a deal. They put a strap around my knees and a strap around my waist that supports me in standing. And those electrodes run like a shock basically that helps flex the muscles from my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes, and as well as down my calves and everything, and tries to help strengthen all those muscles, as well as give them something to talk to your spine to try to help wake it up. And you do that along with some exercises while you're standing, and then at the end have 30 minutes of just things to work on without the help of the stim. And do that 5 days a week, basically 2 hours, and then you get your couple days off to rest here on the weekend.
Do you feel like, your upper body looks fine. Does it feel like your strength's coming back?
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight when I was an inpatient. Kind of the conglomerate of medicine that I was on got me a little sick, and I didn't eat for a while, so I dropped 20-something pounds in between inpatient and starting here, and finally getting out of the hospital and getting back to eating home cooked food and things has been kind of a blessing, and trying to get some weight back on me. So we're finally still now trying to figure out even a process yet to get me feeling perfectly, but I do feel a heck of a lot better than I did when I was in the hospital.
And like you said, a spinal injury affects you're hot, you're cold, it's a moving target kind of.
Yeah, it plays with a lot of things, and I have a lot of tingly, nervy pain, that goes through my legs, and there's a lot of times when I feel like, two of my toes are rubbing together, or silly things like that, and you can't really do anything to fix them, and there's a lot of goofy things. And
Kevin's had a good sign that you have those kind of feelings?
They tell me that they used to think, I guess, that when you had all those waves of shock and things that go through your legs, it was a bad thing, and now apparently they think it's a good thing. And especially if you don't have just like the kind of where your legs freak out and shake and things, that's when you should be in pretty decent shape. So most signs lead to good things for me, so hopefully it keeps going.
All right, speaking of good things, Miss Jordan, get over here in the camera. We want to get you here because I want Kevin to talk about. No, you sit down next to him. You get over here. Don't be. You're from Arkansas. You're not bashful. You sit down next to your boyfriend. I put you in.
First off.
Oh, sorry.
It happened this week. Don't.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just talk about the most important thing in a recovery like this is attitude and somebody being there. You've been with him every minute of the way.
Yep.
What have you seen out of your man here in the last couple months?
Every day's different. Every day something gets better. Sometimes you have to remind him that things are getting better, but I'm so proud of him every day for how good his attitude has been, because I couldn't imagine what would be going on in my head if this were the situation for me. And every day he amazes me with what he's able to do and push through.
Awesome. Now, brother, it's pretty nice having somebody this pretty to be by your side the whole time.
It's been good. It's something that I couldn't have done it without her, and she's made this way easier than it probably should have been. So she when we first checked in the hospital, she had to be either family or my fiance to be able to stay in the hospital. So she kind of became it before she even had a ring. But luckily she slept in a hospital for a month with me, in a hospital bed, and then luckily we've been able to come here. But she takes good care of me, and it's been a blessing to have her.
I brought you the Alex Zanardi story about when he lost his legs in the IndyCar crash and made a comeback and ended up winning DTM races. And that, now he's in the Paralympics with wheelchairs and stuff. It's almost like nothing's impossible if you set your mind to it. I know the Chili Bowl's coming up probably sooner than we want it to. You're the master of the Chili Bowl. It wouldn't, maybe it would be a surprise, but I think there's ways that you can get around, even if it doesn't come all the way back. I think there's still ways you can race.
Yeah, we talked about it. Dad he jumped on the hand control idea right away, and it's kind of something I thought about. I think if I could get my body back to where I was comfortable, it would be something that would be worth a try. But I just don't know if I have the stamina or just the pain tolerance right now, maybe to be able to do it this year. But we'll see where I'm at next year, and we'll definitely make some sort of shot at it, regardless of where I'm at next year.
Well, just know this: you got a lot of people pulling for you, kid. So I think that probably helps too.
Yeah, the outpour of cards and tweets and whatever, I think I went a month or so without, not having a Twitter notification. I always had something pop up on my phone. I still do to this time. There's people that send one every day that just say get well and send things. So it was cool. We filled up an entire hospital wall and then some with cards when I was in there.
Well, you mentioned Shane Meal, who was, obviously paralyzed a few years ago at Terre Haute in the USAC sprint car race, has been real supportive as far as keeping in touch. What does he give you any kind of a pep talk about how to keep going?
I don't think anything special, just some encouragement here and there, and you can at least have a conversation about some of the stuff that sucks, I think is the biggest thing. And,
yeah.
Somebody who's on that level with you, and just having a conversation with somebody that knows what it's like, and that's sometimes that's just nice by itself.
All right, you're 26, you got a beautiful girl at your arm, you got your whole life ahead of you. I think we're going to see you in a race car again. Keep fighting.
Yes, sir. Keep digging.